You know I only want you straight up, straight up. Ever since the day I met you, girl.
Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I actually gave a little story time in it, so juicy stuff. And I also gave a little bit of self-love tips. Am I getting sick? So if you guys like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And yeah, stay tuned to see how I got this look and to get the tea. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, what is poppin'? So and I basically got tricked into giving my number to an African man. But this story is hilarious. I've only told my best friend and my mom, so nobody else really know what happened. I ain't even told my boyfriend. He might be mad if he see this video. I was sitting at this desk in the hallway because I had just taken on my sign language test, and it was time for me. It wasn't even time for me to go to class yet, so I had time in between classes to just chill. So I decided to get some work done and take some notes. So then I was sitting at a desk, and this African man came up to me. He was like, "Can I sit here?" I'm like, "Sure." It was like, it's like a desk, and there's like a thing in between, and then there's a seat next to it. So he sat next to me. So time go by, I'm just taking notes, and he doing his thing on his laptop. So then he looked over. He was like, "Why are you taking notes on such a small screen? You can't see that?" And I'm like, well, I didn't want to buy the book, so I just, you know, took a picture of it. And he's like, "Oh, smart girl, smart girl." And he put his hand up. I'm like, "Yeah, smart girl, thanks. Thank you." Then he was just asking me, like, you know, what am I doing, like my major and stuff like that. I absolutely hate those questions. He asked me that, and I was telling him, you know, I'm majoring in pre-med, I want to be a doctor, you know, all this, all that. And then he was like, "Oh, smart, very smart girl." And I'm like, "Thank you." And he was like, just telling me like how he got a full ride, and you know how he, you know how to get scholarship money and all this. I'm like, "Oh, for real? Like, what's the tea?" You know? Or like he was in a program and stuff like that and ended up getting a full ride or whatever the case was. And I'm just like, "Oh, that's really cool." So then he gave me his phone. He's like, "Yeah, put your number in here. Yeah, you're a very smart girl. Yeah." I'm thinking like, he's just trying to be a helpful student and help me out. So I'm like, okay, put my number in his phone. So I gave him my number, right? Y'all. As soon as I gave this man my number, just immediately started asking me questions that was not school related, okay? This man was like, "So what do you like to do for fun?" And I'm like, well, I like to eat. I like to go out with my friends sometimes. I said I like to eat. He said, "What do you like to eat?" And I'm like, "Well, my mom's Caribbean, so I like curry chicken, oxtail, and stuff like that." And this man was like, "Oh, for real? Oh, I'm taking you to Jamaica this summer." I was like, and he asked me where my mom was from. I said St. Vincent. "Yeah, man, you sound like a really smart girl, and I want to take you out sometime." And I'm just like, "I thought you were trying to help me get scholarships, buddy." And he's like, "No, no, 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 let me take you out. When are you free?" I'm like, "I got a boyfriend. You can't take me out." He's like, "We can be friends." And I'm like, "You literally just tried to be more than that. It ain't gonna happen. Like, you don't want to be friends with me, so leave me alone." He ended up asking me more, you know, about my like what I want to do with after I become a doctor. And he was talking about how he want to work for himself and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Yeah, me too, you know. Don't want to work for the white man all my life, you know." I was just telling him how like I want to open up my own private practice eventually one day. Like, he was like, "Oh my goodness, you sound like a smart girl. I find that really, really sexy." Y'all, when he said this word sexy, I took a step back. I said, like, when a man tries to talk to you and calls you sexy, like trying to talk to you, I don't like that. At this point, I was really uncomfortable. I was thinking to myself, why did I give this man my number? Like, I thought he was trying to help me with scholarships, money, and math, and this nigga trying to take me out to Jamaica in that summertime. This is the part that really pissed me off. Oh my. He put his arm around me, and he was musty, okay? I didn't smell it until I walked away. Now, the only reason why he tried to hug me is because I told him I had to go to class, so I got up, packed my stuff. He's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, trying to inch your way to the classroom. This man got up, side hugged me without my consent. He side hugged me. My coat smelled like ass. I'm like, my hair was right there too, so it was on my hair. And I'm like, my weave smelled like booty. And guess what I did as soon as I got in the classroom? Blocked the man's number, because he had texted me when like I gave him the number. He said, yeah, I just texted you, check your phone. So then I went in the classroom and I blocked that shit because I was not trying to deal with that. When I went to the library later that day for work, I seen him, you guys. That shit was weird. He didn't see me though. I don't know, he probably did see me, but I was at the desk and I like tried to avoid his like contact with him. So so I put my head down. I don't got no other story to tell, so I'm about to just make one up. So we're gonna talk about self-love. I wanted to actually do a separate video for this. I didn't want it to like be a part of another video. It's like a story time. But I just decided I don't really care. Hair glue really smells like ass though. No, not ass. It smells like feet. People can take that in wrong ways. A lot of people think like that putting yourself first means putting everyone last and only worrying about yourself, when that's not even the case, sis. I'm just making sure I'm happy so that y'all can be happy. You feel me? Because if you know me personally, you know that I'm a person to like want everyone. I'm like a peacemaker, low-key. I hate being in the middle of things, so like I'm gonna be the one to try to make everything peaceful. And like I just hate arguments. Like if you know me, you know that I do not argue or fight with nobody. Like I will literally just say it, sit there silent and just be like, okay, that's cool, I'll see you later. You know, like I'm not one to just bicker back and forth. It's a waste. Like why are you arguing when you can be using that time to freaking like love each other and shit, you know? Just putting yourself first, but like not to the point where you're forgetting about those who helped you get to where you are. Just knowing how humans work and operate, there's no such thing as multitask. People say you can multitask, like, well, I can do this and I can do that and I can do that while I'm doing those two. Your brain is like trained to do one thing at a time. You may think you're multitasking, but really your focus is in one place more than it's in the other without you even realizing that shit. So ain't no multitasking, honey, want to or not. That's just how this shit works. So I hate people say learn how to multitask and all this. I can't even fake multitask for shit. Like I can say that I'm doing two things at once, but I know for a fact that I'm not. Like I cannot multitask for nothing. Fake multitask, because there ain't no such thing. But yeah, so just keep your focus on one thing and let that be yourself, period. When you're putting somebody else before you, you don't really care about your happiness as much as you should, stuff starts to backfire. Okay? So yeah. Also, I want to say something else, but let me put this latch on first because I don't want to mess up. Another thing I was going to say is being like loving yourself so much to the point where you don't take any disrespect from anybody, okay? And I mean anybody. Hold on, give me one. I gotta get my highlighter. I left it over here and my scent spray. But no, like a lot of people take disrespect. I forgot to moisturize my damn face. Did I moisturize my face? I feel dry already. Yeah, not taking disrespect. Like I learned that disrespect can really like make you feel so out of tune with yourself that it's unhealthy. A lot of the times it was family members, and it's sad to say that. Like it's kind of hard to like try to determine, oops, whether or not your family member is like disrespecting you or it's just being a family, you know. Shouldn't let nobody tell you how you should live your life when they're not the ones doing it. You shouldn't let nobody like try to explain to you what they think is best for you, unless you're really putting yourself in danger and you can see that. And I ain't even gonna lie, I was the one to do that. Like I was disrespected like crazy last year. Last year was probably the worst year of my life. It was. Last year was the worst year of my life, and that was for many reasons. But I've also learned a lot last year that I definitely would not have known if I haven't gone through those things. You know what I mean? So going through things is growing through things. Okay, so when you're going through a situation and you feel like it's the end of the world and you're not going to get through it, just remember, honey, it's a process and it's supposed to happen like that. Was supposed to happen. But it's a process, and if it feels like it's never going to end, you're closer than you think to the end of it, okay? Forget about everybody else. It's only you that's going to be in that casket when you die. So what they got to say should not matter. Period! Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed watching it. Bye.